Do you believe there are places where the air suddenly turns cold the moment you step in, even under the blazing sun? From ancient castles in Europe to lonely hotels deep in American forests, mysterious stories and ghostly whispers still echo through the night. Today, we invite you to explore the top 5 most haunted places in the world, where even the bravest souls might hesitate to enter. Are you ready? Let's begin. Kicking off our countdown at number 5 is Edinburgh Castle in Scotland. Built in the 12th century, this fortress sits atop an ancient volcanic rock overlooking the capital. But behind its majestic walls lie dark tales of executions, torture, and lingering curses. Visitors have reported hearing strange moans, disembodied footsteps, and even the beat of a phantom drum echoing through the halls at midnight. Imagine walking through those ancient corridors and hearing a drumbeat getting closer and closer, only to find no one there. Paranormal researchers who have studied the castle claim its underground dungeons radiate a powerful negative energy. They believe this chilling aura comes from the restless spirits of prisoners who were once held captive, their despair still trapped within the cold stone. It's a place where history feels not just remembered, but relived every single day. Coming in at number 4, we journey across the Atlantic to Alcatraz prison in the United States. Situated in the middle of San Francisco Bay, Alcatraz was once the infamous home of America's most dangerous criminals. Though it was shut down in 1963, the stories from within its walls have never truly ended. Countless visitors and former guards have claimed to hear the eerie clanking of chains, the desperate screams of prisoners, and have seen fleeting shadows passing by the iron bars of empty cells. Modern paranormal investigators have used thermal sensors and captured unexplained movements in cells that have been vacant for decades. It's no wonder that locals still refer to it as the Island of Lost Souls, a place where the tormented spirits of its past inmates are said to be serving a life sentence that extends beyond death itself. Next up, at number 3, is a location that might feel disturbingly familiar, the Stanley Hotel in Colorado. If you've ever watched the classic horror film, The Shining, then you already know this place. The Stanley Hotel is what inspired author Stephen King after he and his wife spent one particularly eerie night there. What did they experience? Well, guests today report seeing ghostly figures walking past mirrors, hearing piano music playing in completely empty rooms, and feeling a sudden, chilling draft in hallways that are fully heated. Many believe the spirit of the hotel's founder, Mr. Stanley himself, still roams the halls, sometimes greeting guests with a faint, spectral smile. It's one thing to watch the movie, but it's another thing entirely to stay in the hotel where the horror was born. Our runner-up, at number 2, takes us to the quiet English countryside, to Chillingham Castle. Don't let the serene landscape fool you. This is one of Britain's most haunted fortresses. Originally a medieval stronghold, it witnessed centuries of brutal torture and countless executions. The sheer amount of suffering that occurred within these walls is said to have left a permanent stain. Visitors often report hearing the unsettling laughter of unseen children echoing through the stone corridors. Others have felt a cold breath on their neck, as if someone is standing right behind them. Most famously, some claim to have seen the apparition of the Blue Boy, the ghost, of a child who was tragically entombed within the castle walls centuries ago. His sorrowful cries are said to still echo, a desperate plea for release that has never been answered. And now, for the #1 most haunted place in the world, the Monte Cristo homestead in Australia. Dubbed the most haunted house in Australia, this Victorian mansion has a dark and tragic past, filled with mysterious deaths since the 19th century. Its original owner, Elizabeth Crawley, was so grief-stricken after her husband's death that she supposedly confined herself to the house for over 2 decades. It's said she never left, even after her own passing. Visitors to the homestead report seeing a haunting figure of a woman in white drifting across the balcony. Lights flicker on and off without explanation, and objects have been known to move on their own. Despite numerous investigations by paranormal experts from around the globe, no one has ever been able to provide a logical explanation for the strange and terrifying phenomena that plague Monte Cristo. There are still so many mysteries in this world that we cannot fully understand. Whether you're a firm believer or a skeptic, these haunted places remind us of one chilling truth between the realm of the living and the dead. The line is thinner and far more terrifying than we can possibly imagine. So I have to ask, would you dare to step into one of these places? Let me know in the comments below. Thanks for joining us on this spooky journey. If you enjoyed it, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell for more explorations into the unknown. Until next time, stay curious.